you want to post with intent, if you want to learn where to start posting content, how to start creating unlimited content ideas, and a detailed monetization plan, this is for you. If you would do it without worrying about getting paid to do it because you love it, that's where I would start. This is the Online Business Simplified podcast. Welcome. I want to be a content creator, but I have no idea where to start, how to start, or what to even post about. I'm going to help you out today with that. Welcome to the Online Business Simplified podcast. My name is Mario Rivers. I am the host. I'm a prior naval engineer, author of 4 books. 3 of them are business books. And so I know a thing or two about building a business and creating content. All right. I've been doing this for a long time now. So I'm going to give you some tips on how to start, where to start, what to post. Okay. And the thing is, I'm going to tell you what to do, why you need to do it, and when to do it. All right. So let's talk about first posting with intent. Okay. A lot of people, they get started on their entrepreneurial journey, and they have this idea that they're going to build a business. They're going to maybe create some digital assets, and then that's their only thought. They don't think about planning it out. They don't think about research. They just jump in, and that's good to jump in. But you need to have an intent with a plan first. And a lot of people don't want to sit down and take the time to plan. But if you do this step, you'll have a lot faster success and a lot better success because it's going to be laser focused on what you're posting. So you want to be a content creator, but you don't know where to start. Let's start with this: where to start. All right. A lot of people, and I've heard people say this, because this whole jump on this digital marketing bandwagon, and people, by the way, have the wrong idea of what that is, but they want to start an online business. I would research niche topic. All right, research niche topic. So the first thing, people don't know what niche they want to be in or what niche they want to pursue. And here's where I would start. What can you talk about for hours? What do you have interest in? What can you teach? Again, what can you talk about for hours? What do you have interest in? What can you teach? That's where I would start. And when you do that, then you can start now creating content tailored to those 3 things. Okay. So that's where to start. And then once I figure that out, by the way, I have a way that you can figure out what niche you want to be in. I will leave the link to that in the description. All right. It's inside my book, Digital Marketing Simplified. I'll leave that in the description. But so you want to find that out. Once you find that out, find your niche, you research it. And it should be a knowledge or passion that you have, something you are interested in, because if not, you'll get started. You'll start to post this stuff. You won't see results. You won't make sales, and you'll be marketing. You'll be fumbling around trying to figure your way out. And then you'll get frustrated, and then you'll want to quit. If it's something that you're interested in, it will be harder for you to want to give up, because you would do it even if you weren't get paid to do it. That's a good rule of thumb. If you would do it without worrying about getting paid to do it because you love it, that's where I would start. All right. Now, once you figure that out, what to post. Okay. I would go into ChatGPT and I would type in something like, and I'm just going here on the fly, and I would type in something like, give me the top pain points, desires, and the top pain points and desires of this niche, and give me some topics and subtopics that I could talk about around this particular topic, and then see what ChatGPT gives you. And then I have a framework called the HVC framework. You just use that: hook, value, which is the body of the content, and then CTA, call to action. So when ChatGPT spits out those different things, those different pieces of content or those different content ideas, you take each one and you write out some bullet points to them. You write out a hook first, right? You spend a lot of time, spend 80% on a hook, because that's what's going to keep them watching the content or consuming the content. And then the value of the body is just some bullet points. You talk about what you know, and just keep it simple. You don't have to really be an expert. You become an expert over time as you do these things. All right. And have a monetization plan. And by monetization plan, what I usually do is I have what I call a value ladder. It's actually Russell Brunson coined the term value ladder, but nobody talks about how to build one. So what I would do, I would start with an ebook. The ebook, I would find out the top pain points in my niche, and write an ebook on that, right? And it could be something small. Let's just say it had 5 chapters. The next step after that ebook would be maybe a $17 product. You take the ebook, you make an audio book out of that, and you have training on each one of the 5 chapters. That's your first product, right? $17. The next one would be you make an online course. The book has 5 chapters. You did training on those 5 chapters. Well, now you go deeper in each one of those. Module 1 would be chapter 1 of the book, and so forth and so on. And now you got a course. You can sell that for $500, $300, I don't know. Then the next step is you got 5 chapters in that book. You got 5 modules in that course. Well, you do a 5-week high ticket coaching program where you jump on a call with them each week or however you want to do it. And you coach them on the things in that book. Same content, different format, and each one takes them up the value ladder, and you can charge more for that. So that's how I would do it. But you need to understand that being a content creator, if you just want to create content for the fun of it, that's fine. But if you want to build a business around it, you need to have intent. You need to have intent. You need to have a plan. Okay, so if you want to figure out that plan, simple and easy, there's something I've created called the Entrepreneur Accelerator Kit. It'll help you do all of that. It'll help you get a social media marketing plan, a content marketing plan, an email marketing plan. And it'll also teach you a lot about hooks and thumbnails and titles. These are the things that get people to consume content. Then you can get them on an audience you own, and then you can monetize that audience with the value ladder that I just said, that I just told you about. So I hope that helps. And remembering all the content that you create, you got to think about this. I like to use this acronym. I can't remember who came up with this, but I think I heard Alicia Collin Hurd say it, and it's called WIFM. What's in it for me? But I would say WIIFT. What's in it for them? If you create each piece of content with that in mind, then it'll be much more intent focused. You'll get a lot more people on an audience that you own. And there's a lot of moving parts to that. You know, what email service provider are you going to use? What are you saying in the emails? The Entrepreneur Accelerator Kit can help you do all of that. I'll leave the link down in the description. But that's how you build an empire. That's how you become a content creator with a plan and a value ladder using that HVC framework, hook, value, content. I hope that helped you out. And again, if you're interested in just taking the next step, if you're not 100% satisfied with where you are in life, where you are in your business, and you just want to take that next step and you just want to move forward in just a little bit to make a little bit of progress, then I invite you to go check out that Entrepreneur Accelerator Kit, and I can help coach you through that. So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.